No.
How she
Instead,
made callbacks.
She made callbacks on her Footloose, so she's all excited. So,
except she really screwed up on her callbacks.
I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to talk to the people of the
Because she's
internet.
sick.
Anyway. Okay, so I found on Quizilla how there's this giant, like, little one-shot type thing about Charlie McDonnell, so I decided to write my own, and I will be acting it out while she reads it. Go ahead. Nice fishy face.
Your phone buzzed in your tight blue skinny jeans. Would you like to go to the park with me today? Your boyfriend asked. The little pixelated letters filled you with happiness. He was a sweet boyfriend, and in a week was your birthday, and you were excited to see how being 21 will be for you. You replied, sure, and put a cute smiley face on the end. Make sure you look extremely done up. Your boyfriend liked the way you looked when you tried your best. You put on a cute white dress and a red overcoat and red flats. Pulling your hair up into a ponytail, you leave a little bit scraggling down to complement the fringe. You walked towards the park, smiling. You saw your boyfriend standing by the fountain, fiddling with the seams of his blue jeans. You gracefully walked up to him, and he smiled. Hello, blank. He smiled. Hiya, Jared, you said gleefully. He locked arms with you and began to walk down the path. You began to talk about how your day was going, even though it was 5 p.m. Nothing interesting had happened. He seemed to listen intently, but lost in thought. He looked at you. Blank. You looked at him. His eyes seemed to tell you that this next part will be hard. I can't do this anymore. I don't love you. I love Megan. Megan? Megan was in college with you, but took lower classes. You knew her from all the parties she goes to. The ones that you're usually not invited to. You looked at him with tears swelled in your eyes. You backed up and didn't want him to see you cry. So you began to run. You had run out of the park. How could he love her, you thought to yourself, slowing down the pace and turning into a local cafe. People had told you that Jared and Megan had been seen kissing each other, but you thought it was impossible. You just sat in the table in the cafe and put your hand in your hands and began to cry silently. You thought he was going to propose soon. The tears ran hotly down your face. You tried your best to stop crying and smile, but the tears kept going. The waitress came up and looked at you and then quickly stuck her eyes on the notepad in her hands. Anything for you, sweetie? You smiled. Tea with milk and sugar. You said, fake smiling. Okay, sweetie, that's all. You nodded and she walked away quickly. Pictures can be ghetto. Okay. I normally don't like small talk. I normally don't like small talk, but seeing how I'm all alone and you're over there and you appear to be sad, what I mean to say is a seat taken. A boy about a year older than you said in a smooth British accent. You looked up to see Charlie McDonnell shifting his weight into his other foot. You had seen his YouTube videos, and you knew you were subscribed to him, but you weren't in the mood to see anyone. He nodded and sat down awkwardly. The lady brought you your tea, and you mumbled thanks, and you sat there in silence. After a few minutes of sitting there, Charlie spoke. So, why were you crying earlier? If you don't want to tell me, that's okay. You looked at him. Oh, wait, I'm Charlie. Do you have a name? You nodded as a smile crept onto your lips. Of course I have a name. How else would I be identified and able to know when people are talking about me? Blank. My name is Blank. He nodded, smiling. You could tell he was impressed by your intellect. Will you tell me now why you crying? He said slyly. You nodded. I was just broken up with and found out that he was cheating on me the whole time. You said, looking down at the empty cup of tea. Oh, I'm sorry. He probably wasn't worth it anyway, he said, looking at you. You looked up and your eyes met. Your heart beat against your chest. You couldn't speak. All you could do was nod. His eyes crumbled. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
I
were...
was not just going like this.
Get out. Get out.
Stupid. Get out.
Sure.
So many interruptions. Where were you?
I'm going to be going now. It was nice to meet you. Oh, shoot. So, I'm going to be going now. It was nice to meet you, Charlie, you said, standing up, realizing it was getting dark. You left the coffee shop. Why, he said. He called after you. You were already halfway down the street. You saw him running after you. Mike, you forgot your marble, he said, handing it to you. It must have fallen out of your bag. One new message, it read. Thanks, you said, smiling. No problem. He returned the smile, and the two of you walked your separate ways. You looked at your phone and touching the one message. Signed. Hey, you rolled your eyes. He had programmed his number into your phone and had already sent you a message. Miss me already? You replied cutely. It would seem so. Would you like to go to the park tomorrow? You replied a simple yes, even though you didn't want to go to the place you had been dumped the past day. You arrived at the park in your skinny jeans and Pizza John shirt, not really caring about how you looked. You left your hair down and only put on a bit of makeup. Charlie smiled when he saw you. I love your shirt, he said, trying to do the nerd fighter sign. You smiled and said, DFTBA, Charlie McDonnell. You two began to walk, talking about Doctor Who, Nerdfighteria, YouTube, 5 Awesome Girls, the epish ones, birthdays, favorite colors, and his music. He smiled and looked at you. You looked deep into blue eyes. He took your hand, and slowly kissed you on the forehead. And then let go of your hands, wrapped his strong hands around your neck, squeezing slowly. Charlie looked at you and walked away.
The end.
Okay, I get down now.
She worries about me.
Yeah,
I'm so
I really do.
I'm
I'm
so
cuter,
So cute.
obviously.
So
Are you done?
I don't know. Am I done?
I don't know, you should be done.
No, I should be done. Okay.
Because you're at 8 minutes.
Oh, 8 minutes, really? Okay, bye-bye.